What is happening, guys? So today I am joined by Billy, John, and
Geek Supercuts.
And we're bringing you a review of Spider-Man Homecoming. So guys, Spider-Man Homecoming is the new Spider-Man movie, and it actually takes place in the MCU for once.
Whoa.
Thank God.
Yes.
So the last Spider-Man we got was The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that is a movie that we don't talk about on this channel for many reasons.
I liked
I'll
it.
get into that.
No,
It was decent.
no one liked it.
So Spider-Man Homecoming, I was a bit nervous going in. How'd you guys feel going into it after seeing The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that being
I was
the last
prepared
Spider-Man?
for 4 out of 10.
I was excited. I figured Marvel does such a good job with their movies. I figured they'd do Spider-Man justice. So
Alex?
I was hopeful, but expecting something around like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
that's low for you.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So, I went in with John, just because, to tell you the truth, I'll get my review of Civil War up for you guys so I can see that, but Spider-Man didn't blow me away like it did everyone in Civil War. And I did like him in Civil War, but it wasn't great. But the first trailer for this movie was great. I watched it like 8 times in a row. I was like, this looks great, this is awesome.
What about the other 18?
The other 18 trailers spoiled the whole movie for me. The whole boat scene, we all know what happens. And to tell you the truth, I only watched 2 trailers. I stayed away from all the other ones because I didn't want to happen to pull an Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I watched them all.
Billy watched them all, I didn't. And just by that second trailer, I literally... And we were sitting in a hot tub one night, and I said, guys, I think this is how the movie's going to go down, and I hit every single point.
Did you? We didn't even talk about that yet.
Except for one. I didn't hit, but
Yeah,
I got nearly everything right. We won't spoil some big surprise that's in there. Won't say any of that. But I did hit nearly every point, and that's kind of disappointing. But overall, I was pleasantly surprised with Spider-Man Homecoming. And where were you?
Yeah, so I liked the dumbed-down version. This was sort of like the first Marvel movie where it's not the end of the world. It's sort of a smaller-esque problem, and Spider-Man's like trying to prove himself, as we all know, to the Avengers and really to Tony, that he's worth something and he wants to be in the Avengers team. And he really, this one really focuses on how he doesn't like being Peter Parker and he really likes being Spider-Man. It showed scenes where he was really miserable in high school, and then it would go to him getting out and being super happy. And he was so happy just to be Spider-Man, be someone that people liked, and he couldn't be that as Peter. And that was like an interesting twist on it. The other Spider-Man movies definitely touched on it, but I think this one, that was the big point, was that those two people have to become one to enable Peter to like actually help other people. So,
What did you guys think of the movie?
It was a lot better than I thought. A lot better. I thought it was going to be real goofy. Thought there was going to be a lot of talking. Thought there was going to be a lot of hoopla.
I mean, there was
overall,
some.
there was some, but it was well done.
Yeah, it was.
It
some of
wasn't-
it was well done.
It's
Yeah,
a classic.
okay.
It's a classic Marvel movie. Like you gotta, you're gonna get your comedy, so you get your comedy. You're gonna get your serious stuff. You get some serious stuff, but like they mix it up.
There is some surprisingly serious content in this movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
there is. There is some
Like,
funny scenes that are kind of inappropriate in a sense.
Yeah,
I was
I
was kind of shocked by hearing it, just because it's Spider-Man.
there's like a palpable sense of tension, and it is fantastically well done. And the scenes feel like they drag. They drag on.
But that's what you
Because
want.
it builds that tension. It's really well done, I think.
Yeah, the directing was awesome, and also we were talking in the car when we were coming back. Tom Holland's acting was
on point.
On point.
I actually don't know the director of this movie. I haven't looked that up at all. I don't know why.
It'll say in the down right here.
Yeah, we'll put the director down. He did a good job, or he or she did a good job.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland's acting, holy crap!
Yeah, there were some scenes where he had
like there was one scene I actually started like choking up a bit. I was like,
I saw Matt choking up in the theater.
you did.
I offered him some of my water.
it was awkward.
He
No.
hacked it
that was
up on the
awesome.
floor. It was a little...
Well, I mean, it wasn't compared to me at the end of Logan.
True.
We don't talk about that. But Spider-Man, of course, Spider-Man's big thing is when he's talking, he's fighting. And I'm not the biggest fan of that, but when done right, it's good. And there is a couple scenes of this movie I didn't feel like the dialogue he was saying was so great.
No.
When he was fighting. And that just kind of hit the ear wrong for me. I was just like, that's...
Hit the ear wrong. I like that.
I did not mind it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it either.
Yeah, I
because,
also thought it was okay.
Because that's Spider-Man. Now, I can agree, there maybe was a couple lines where it maybe wasn't as needed, and, I think some of the,
okay over there?
another really strong...
You gonna hack it again?
Yeah.
One of the really strong points that we all talked about too was the supporting character. Was his name Ned? Ed?
Ned.
Ned.
Ned or Ed. Ned or Ed.
I thought it was Ned.
I think
It's Ned.
I'm like 99.9% positive it's Ned.
Yeah.
It's a lot of nines, but not quite 100.
He was awesome though. He was a super good supporting character.
Very funny. This shown the trailers, but all I gotta say is he got the Star Wars Death Star, and I've always wanted that. So I'm kind of jealous of him.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I even saw it in the movie, and that was, I think, my favorite part, just because Death Star Lego.
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, we should get that.
I mean, I just got my paycheck.
But yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming overall was a pretty decent movie.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest going and seeing it. It definitely gets us excited for more. Is that stage 3 or?
We're at phase. Yeah, we're at phase 3.
Phase 3.
Yeah.
We're in phase 3.
Yeah, because I think Guardians 2 was phase 3. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Everything past Avengers 2 Age of Ultron is phase 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, phase 3 is going well, and this was
Welcome to
another
the party.
Yeah, another good movie, and it's definitely leading up to the next Avengers movie because now Spider-Man. I mean, from what we know, is going to be part of the Avengers.
Oh, he definitely.
The music.
Yeah, the music
was on
great.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on point. They opened the Marvel rolling credit. Wait, did they open the Marvel?
Yeah.
The Marvel credits ran. Or
It's the
the Marvel
Spider-Man song.
title
Yeah.
sequence was the original TV Spider-Man song.
But it was like super epic.
yeah,
it wasn't like
it was
Yeah.
redone, but it was
orchestrated.
really, really good.
Oh, another thing about this movie. When was the last Marvel movie you saw when you walked out and you were like, that bad guy was great?
Yeah, this was one of the better
That-
bad
this
guys.
was-
Dude, play them.
Yeah, I mean,
Michael-
Michael Keaton as Vulture,
right.
first off, is great. But this was also, like, his whole backstory and his motive for doing it. You're like, this
It
makes
works.
so much more sense than Zemo.
He's a good villain.
Yeah.
He's a good villain.
He's a good villain. They nailed it.
The first good villain I've seen out of Marvel in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty
Ultron was
flat.
good.
Well, that was like the last one, though.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Obadiah
I'll
was good.
I'll leave.
What? Wow.
Okay, most of Marvel's villains are tend to be a little flat.
Yeah.
For my
They
palate.
definitely do.
But
And then DC's are just way over the top.
yeah,
Like,
I
Wonder Woman-
like Lex Luthor.
Michael Keaton was a great villain, and the Vulture character was one of the better Marvel villains. Like
Oh yeah.
I thought I like.
At one
really
point, I
did.
almost wanted to root for him.
Yeah.
It was just me. And
Well, yeah,
I'm
he has
an
a
asshole,
compelling
so-
he has a compelling story, and he does a
Yeah.
like, good job.
I mean,
the character's
he's
interesting.
He's Batman. His parents were murdered, of course. You know, Michael Keaton. I didn't see the Joker there, but I don't know what it was. Overall, guys, what would you give this movie?
8.5.
8.5, Alex?
8.5.
I give it an 8.
Okay, other than the trailers spoiling some stuff for me, I'm not going to take that consideration for this movie. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I recommend if you haven't seen any of the trailers for this movie, don't watch them. $10 says you've already been to a theater though and seen them because they're playing everywhere. So I'm sorry, but some things are already spoiled for you. Okay, guys, that'll do it for the I was about to say the Amazing Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man.
I did want a third Amazing Spider-Man just to end the trilogy. That would have been cool. But that ends it for our Spider-Man Homecoming review, guys. Comment down below what you thought of the movie, and if you like this, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Peace.